I thought I'd come on and do a little quick video. I feel like I haven't seen you for ages. My mum's just gone, but she's coming back on Sunday or Monday because the kitchen, I'll show you the kitchen in a minute where I'm up to with it, but you all know that my mum stresses me out every time she comes, and like I've always said to you, I do love her to death, but I can't cope sometimes, and it's been the longest she's been here. Bless her, she's been cleaning and sorting everything out for me because like she said, I can't really do it when Finn's in. What's been stressing is I've had to try and get out every day of the week and go to his other nana's early-ish because the electric's gone off, so we can't watch telly. We can't, well, just look at this. We can't, obviously, it's just like camping. The front, oh, it's just a mess. Look at that. It's just, but that's what you have to do. That's what I keep saying to my mum because she's like, oh, it's a mess. I said, well, that's how we have to live for a week or so, whatever it is, until it gets put in. I might as well just show you the kitchen where I'm talking about the kitchen. So everything's obviously upside down, but that's the way it's just got to be. So my mum gets very stressed about that anyway, but because she gets stressed, I get stressed. I'll just show you. There's dust sheets, so you can't really see much, but basically it's plastered. The carcasses are in. When I was filming the other week, I was here. So what was here now? There's a fridge freezer, you know, the bottom one's down below, but I'm now having, you know, a stand-up fridge freezer where these ladders are, so that'll be easier. This was, if you ever look back on my videos, where he's cut this out was chimney breast, so he's cut that in because the cooker's going in there, and then this little bit at the end, where those bits are in, that's going to be a little cupboard for me to put my ironing board and hoover, because I have nowhere to put that. And then I did have storage along here, so that's sort of the same, but I had a window on this side, which is now, I don't know if I can, which is now cupboards, and then cupboards along there. The window was there, but we don't really need the window because we've got a lot of light coming from the doors and the windows here, which are going to be taken out because of that stuff you can't see through. You probably can't see any of that properly, but what I'm trying to say is it's just a nightmare. As you know, if you've ever had your kitchen done or building work or whatever, when it gets dirty and stuff, but on top of like having, it's all right with teenager because you probably won't bloody notice apart from the noise, but having Finn at 2, it's just a nightmare. So having the stress of like, this wasn't stressing me out, but stressing my mum out. So my mum stresses me out because she never shuts up about it, which was getting me a bit stressed. When Finn was getting a bit, pick the vibes up, and he was a bit like, wanted to go over there. My mum's telling him not to. He wants to go and say hi to Gary the builder. She don't want him in there, but obviously pecking his head, so we had to get out. It was all just a bit like, oh my God, I need a breather. He said, do you want us to carry on at the weekend? I was like, no, I need a break because it's my weekend without Finn, and I'm, you know, got a night out as well. And I said to my mum, I didn't sound nasty, but I said, are you here at weekend? And she was like, what do you mean? She went, no, I'm going to my friends anyway, and I'm going out. I said, good, I don't mean it that way, it's just that I wanted to watch, hang on a minute. I wanted to watch this on Sunday dinner, just to myself, Beauty and the Beast. I treated myself to that because I just wanted something nice and magical sort of thing to watch, just something to chill out to on a Sunday. My mum doesn't like Disney stuff anyway. Finn won't obviously get it at his age anyway, so I just wanted to chill out and watch that because I've not seen it. You know, I didn't see it at the pictures. And I just wanted to chill out basically, and I didn't want my mum going on and on and on and on and on about the kitchen. Just need a bit of brain rest because she's coming back on Sunday or Monday anyway to just help tidy up the bits, which I do appreciate, but it's just been stressful, added stress, and I've never had to hear this long going on. So I was just like, oh. So she's having a night out tomorrow because she's been stressed a bit as well, bless her. But also the stupid thing she's come out with. So we're getting the kitchen done, and it's going to be basically a white kitchen, and she likes, like I said, it's whatever my mum picks anyway. I haven't really had that much to do with it, even though she said I could have done, but I don't think so. So it's white and modern, but I was thinking, you know, I'm going to pick my own accessories. So it was either, there was if you've seen it on Instagram, I don't think it came off well, but there was some, like, from Dunelm Mill. There was, like, let's see if I can find it. There was some, like, baby blue, pale blue. Battery's about to go, just let me plug it in. Oh, God, I'm just so not with it because I've not been doing it for ages. Hang on a minute. Sorry, I might be repeating myself because I just realised I've started talking and I've not unpaused you. So, I don't know if I was talking about plates. If I've just shown you, I'm going to show you again. But, yeah, it was a pale blue. Talking about the accessory bits, some of the, you know, crockery that I'm going to get in the kitchen. Where, if I've shown you this a minute ago, I'm sorry, I just don't know where I'm up to now. You can tell I've not been filming for a little bit. Well, these, they might come across as grey or white on here, but they were a very, very pale blue, and I was either thinking with hearts on, that's what I like, you know me, my heart thing, or a dusky pink I like. So, you know, and I was just saying, you know, my accessories, I'll need a few things, because Mum said, oh, you know, when you get them in a box of 4, you should really have 6, and I'm like, there's only me fin entirely. You know, if it was extra bits you need for Christmas or you're doing meals, sometimes you're doing dips and you need a few more plates, you could get a plain set of white, you know, cheaper ones just to mix up because it wouldn't really matter. They'd go in with it if you needed extra bits. She said, oh, I'm not buying them. I said, I didn't ask you to buy them. I said I'd buy them when you know, I'll have to save a bit of money for the new accessories in it. I mean, my mum's got me a fridge freezer, frost-free one, which is great because I've had one of them before, and the one when I moved in this house, we had to get rid of it because it didn't fit. We had 2 low ones which weren't frost-free, which is a pain in the backside. So I'm so glad I've got frost-free, and she got me a microwave, which is great. But I'll have to get like the kettle and a new toaster, any other little bits I want, a crockery set. I said, I don't want you to buy everything. I said, you know, get them myself when I decided what colour scheme. I'll have to keep my old ones for now until I decide what colour scheme I'm going for and I can afford it. Because she'll just want to chuck them and I'll have nothing. I'm like, no, you know, I'll just have to do it as I go along. But the daftest thing she said was, wait for it, I said, oh, this baby blue one's really nice with the hearts on. She went, and funnily enough, we were looking around Dunelm Mill, and I said, I was with Finn's other nana, and I said, I'm surprised my mum's not coming down. We got outside the shop, and there's my mum and my sister, because they were coming returning something. So I said to her, oh, there's a lovely crockery set, you know, go tea set, like, go and have a look at it to see what you think. But I knew she wouldn't like it, because my mum only likes white or grey. So then she said, oh, what blue? Oh, well, I don't think you should because your food doesn't look, you know, your food won't look very nice on the blue plate. And then when I got home, I said to her, I can't believe you came out with that just because you don't want me to have it because it's blue. That you said that. And she went, well, that's what chefs say. I went, I'm not a chef. I can understand in a restaurant because if you're presenting like, you know, like Michelin style, whatever it is, bloody gourmet food, it probably does look nice on a nice white plate, all the colours and everything. This house isn't a restaurant and I want baby blue plates because she always wants me to have what she wants, what she has at home, and I'm like, I've had to try and explain to her about a million times this weekend, Mum, your taste is probably slightly different to mine. Some of it I like, but I've always said I want some nice plates. I don't want white ones because I've had white ones for years and she keeps buying me white ones and I don't want them. And I'm like, ugh. So this time, I'm getting what I want. I'm not getting what my mother buys me or my mother wants me to have. I'm doing what I want. And I tried to say to her as well, and she was like, oh, yeah. I said, when you come home, you want to come home to your sanctuary, somewhere with your personality on. Be that if you're a hoarder and you have loads of stuff, be that if you're minimalistic. It's whatever you want. That's what I tried to say to her. I said, I want to be coming home, being in a home where it's full of things I love. And because I got this from the charity shop the other day, which I'll talk about in a minute, and I've got a few bits to show you, she went, oh, you just hoard everything. Oh, God, where are you going to put that? I went, Mum, I haven't got tons and tons of stuff, but I just thought it was cute. I mean, it looks a mess, my house at the minute, because like I said, we've got all the stuff over there and I can't put anything anywhere. So everything's iggled-pickled. My thing over there that I normally have there, my unit, is full of just crap, basically, because we've had to just put everything everywhere until it's all sorted. But that for 60p from the charity shop, I just think it's dead cute. Just going on to the witchy woo ways is, I did ask to come across something witchy or that I'd find witchy. And when we came out of the charity shop, we went in and I was looking at, I'm just looking for the cup Kelly got me. Aha. You know the cup, if you've seen me if you've been on my channel for a bit, you'll know a cup that I normally drink out of. Hang on. Which my YouTubey, Instagram, Facebook friend Kelly, when I sort of first came on it, sent me this. Says Born to be Princess, and I will be sending yours. I know I keep saying this, Kelly. I've sent Roseberry's. I will be sending your little thing I did for you. I will. But I know you're not answered me because you've been away. Come back now, so that's good. So I might actually try it. I think I might be going to a little shop tomorrow morning, so I might be able to send yours. Get me bum into gear. I'm so forgetful. But she got me this. A few of the stones have fell off because they go in the wash, but I have got some crystally things anyway, so I'm going to try and glue them back on. But she got rid of some mugs. I don't know if I've already talked about this. She got rid of some mugs because she wanted to get rid of some mugs for the new kitchen because she didn't want so many mugs. And I was a bit like, oh, because you know I like to collect different mugs. I don't really always like having a set. I like a set when it's on show, but in the cupboard I'm like, I like to drink out of like Kilted Goth does different mugs because I see a mug and think that's pretty, I'll buy that one. And sometimes it depends on feeling what mug I want to drink out of. So I like this tall one. I like this more for lattes and like hot chocolates because it's quite long, but I'll never get rid of it because Kelly sent it me and it was just, to me, it's just like a nice gesture that I've got of someone that I've never met. So it was a bit sentimental. So I put some things on the side that she could take to the charity shop, and we went to the charity shop and his nana went, and it was just one of them days. It was like, do you just want to go in? I went, oh, we'll nip in. I wasn't going to go in. See if anything's there. I was thinking about, oh, I wonder if I'll see anything witchy, come across anything today. Don't mean in the charity shop, just out and about. So we went in and she went, oh, look at this cup. Oh, that's a mug. Yeah, look at this one, Born to be a Princess. And I went, well, I've got one like that. Didn't even think. And then she picked another one up, which was a beta, which I'm a bit annoyed about, but which was a blue cup when Finn was born, a mug. He's got the little mini one, but it was a big mug. Guess we didn't really use it, but it said mummy or baby on it or something with stars on it. Well, I've got one like that. And then I looked and I thought the Hello Kitty one and another one, and I thought, oh my God, she's brought these in, right, fair enough. That means that this one was mine. So I had to buy this back for 70p. And I got back and said, Mum, I've had to buy that back for 70p. Like, I've had to buy my own mug back because, oh, you told me to get rid of some. I said, I didn't say this one. I didn't, so I had to buy. I got it back, Kelly, so that's a good thing. I was meant to go in the shop and get it back. Also, I'm going to have to switch off and go upstairs and show you what this, because it was very strange. Hang on a minute. So I'll carry on. So, in the charity shop, we're looking around after the mug business, where I just couldn't believe that I had to buy my mug back. His nana, funny enough, I've been thinking in my head, oh, I've got twigs with lights on. And the twigs were a bit thing, I need to get some more really with the lights on. But I thought, oh, when everything's cleared up in the kitchen, that I want to, because I'm wanting to redo a little bit in the front room to swap the room down. Just a little bit of wallpaper. I think I might have said before, my wallpaper I've seen now is whitewash brick effect. And I just want a bit on that wall, a bit in the alcove here, because there's an alcove here, and maybe some of the alcoves in the dining room and in the salon. So it'll just run across this back wall. But because I just think if I got a bit for the salon, a couple of rolls, it's not really worth someone doing it. So they might as well just come through and do this bit. And it won't be that much anyway, because it's not. It's probably just like doing one wall really for the amount that I'm having. So I kept thinking, oh, to jazz me little lights up, I'll have to look for some large poney. I think they're called poney. I don't know how you say it. Roses, the big fat ones. Look for some of them. But I know the day, you know, even when you buy them in the craft shops, the big massive ones. So went in the charity shop and I was like, oh, look at them down there. And I was like, oh, they're them poney roses, whatever you call them. And the massive. But they didn't have a tag on, so his nana just went, oh, are they just like 50p each? So the girl just went, it was a young girl, she went, yeah. So I just picked them up, because I thought if I can get some more, even pink with the white, I can mix them up, but I only got them for 50p each. They are 50p each or 50p for two, so I thought that was brilliant, because they are big ones. Yep, see, look, the tag. I don't know how you say it. Single cream pony, or pony. Don't know if you can see. So I got them. So I was quite chuffed about them. And then we went outside and we were just walking past the window, and I went, oh, look at that owl. I was like, oh, he's dead cute. He's only 60p. I'm going to have to run back in and get him. He's only 60p. So as I went in to get this, I think it is an oil burner because obviously it's got this dimp in the top. But I would just use it as a nightlight because I've got an oil burner and I've got the Glade ones with the wax melts. But I just thought that would be so cute with a nightlight in it. Maybe when I get me witchy altar thing going again, because everything's been moved around, I'm going to have to do another one. And I swap it around all the time. Or just, I don't know, it was just cute. But then after purchasing that, I just kept seeing owls everywhere. I did put a few on Instagram. And I saw one yesterday. My sister's think it was her son's teddy or something. But that to me, oh yeah, and the little mugs there, the owl mugs. So if you can see, one was a fox and one was an owl in Dunelm Mill. I can never say that. I can never say it right. And I did see the cookie jar owl and the rabbit, but I do quite like the rabbit. I've just been seeing owls everywhere, and there was all them little bits there, like the little plant pot and them little pictures at the top, you know, like the metal ones. And I just thought, and I like white as well. I thought that is so cute for 60p, so cute. When I got back, I thought that's quite witchy to me, owls and Harry Potterish and stuff like that. And I've got a little owl on the side. I don't know if you've seen it before. It's my nana's. I'll have to show you one time. So he might sit with him, keep him company. But I just got it for 60p. But then, as I went back into it, his nana said, oh, he's just come out of the charity shop with that. He's just robbed it. He's just robbed it. And I thought, oh, God, you know, it was probably only 20p anyway. But I will go in the charity shop next time I go in and take some of his other teddies he doesn't need now. You know, when you're doing a bit of sort out, getting ready for Christmas. No, that sounds mad, but getting rid of a few bits to accumulate a few bits when that pops around. But the weird thing was, because my mum had took the cups in, I thought, oh, it's not his fault really. He had this teddy that his nana's sister, who's handicapped, had given him when he goes to visit her sometimes. She always gives him a teddy. So, you know, we were like, I can't believe my mum took that in there because it's off her sister and she likes to see Finn, and she'd give it him and he loved it with the little heart on and everything. And I thought, it's quite cute. And he must have just thought, what's that doing in there? I'm taking it. But we didn't know he took it, and she didn't know he took it until we got outside and a bit down the street. And I just thought, oh, God, you know, I'll just go and take something in to replace that. I know that sounds bad, but you know what I mean. And I was like, I can't believe me mum has took it in and not asked, like she's trying to get, because she does do that. She tries to get rid of stuff without telling me. She's even took stuff to her house and not told me. Like I only found out the other week, whatever it was, I have an and with lights in and it's like a duck egg blue. And I went, I don't even know where that is. She went, oh, I took it home with me. I was like, why have you took it home? She went, no, I was going to get it fixed to your lights were a bit dodgy on it. So I was like, right. And then she just gave me barbecue weights, electric one that plugs in the wall outside. She said, I never cook on it. Not that she's ever, but I have cooked on it. And she's given it to a friend, which she asked me ages ago. And I said, no, I want it. And she's given it him today. So I was like, I can't really say no. And I was like, cheers, mum. She wants to buy my bike off me, get rid of my bike, which is like a vintage style bike. I was like, oh my God. So I thought she'd got rid of it. Like she'd got rid of some of his toys. And then we got home. And it wasn't. It was just exactly the same Ted. I could not believe it. Finn obviously thought it was his, but it wasn't. And then when I showed him, he went, oh, like that. And I thought, oh, I'll just have to keep it. And I'll just have to exchange it for some of his Teds, if you know what I mean. But I just thought, how weird was that? 2 hearts? Is it symbolising anything? It was just mad. I just thought it was strange. And there was me about to have a go at my mum, but I didn't because I found out before. It's like, oh my God. So, yeah, I might be going to the we'll be going to shower shop soon because my sister got a big, she's moving to a new house, but she said, hey, I like all this charity shopping now and looking for things and painting things up. I said, oh, you're getting the bug now, are you? But she'd got this lovely pot lamp that was shaped like that, you know, with the lampshade on, but she didn't like the lampshade, it was the base that she was looking at, and it is gorgeous. It was £4, it was really nice, and some other bits she got. But she did take me to Hobbycraft the other day, and I was looking for some glitter for nails and like using it for other bits and books and journals and things. And I came across these, because they don't have a lot in there, but it was like, these are like metallic, and then some other bits at the bottom, but they were like, I think they were £1.50, and this has got 14 different ones in it. But they're just little packs that you can use in glitter mixes or putting on your nails. You know, there's enough there to do quite a lot anyway. £1.50, or for your kids, for, you know, sticking and gluing. And there was another one with a 9-pack in, because they were like quite summery colours. And then at the bottom, as you can see, one's got stars in it. Well, three have got stars in. One's white, yellow and blue, and then the one next to the blue one is hearts. I don't know if you can see. But I thought they'd be good in nails, because I do put stuff like that in nails when I'm encapsulating. But also, they'd be really nice for, especially the chunky ones, if anyone's doing any positive messages. You know, when I said about you could put that in so it falls out, or if you can stick them on with glue, obviously. And if your kids, like I said, decorating them, they can stick it all, you know, make it all glittery and pretty. So they're quite good for £1.50, you know, for some little sachets. I went looking for some papers. You get books of papers to make some of my journals again, because I'm going to start making some of them for people, you know, for gratitude books. I make myself one at the minute because mine was horrible and I never finished it off anyway, and I thought I need something pretty to look at that you want to write in. And the books, sometimes they can be £20 odd, they can be £12 a book. £10 they were at the minute. I thought, I'm not paying that. I wonder if I can get it for somewhere cheaper. So I ended up going to the Works and got one for £3, because this is the size that I use. I might try go back and get some more tomorrow, some papery bits. So I was quite chuffed about that. So I got some deals anyway. And my books, mine this time is going to be this lovely sort of natural sage green, to call it, which you probably can't see on here, with some flowers on. I've stuck this like wooden butterfly plaque on here, and this "Take Your Dreams Seriously" little ticket. It's like that on the back. The inside is like this. It says dried flowers, and then I'm just building the insides up with, if you've seen in the past how I fancy them up, and I've just got to cover the spine. But that's going to be mine, because I want a nice one to, it's quite naturey to write in, compared to my other khaki. I just covered it quick and didn't really do the corners with my metal bits, and didn't really do it properly because I was just writing in the gratitude. But I thought, no, I want a pretty one, you know, I want to look at it and think, oh, it's pretty. So that one's starting. I've done 2 more covers, but I do like the tea coffee stain affect me, so I've got to wait till I've got room, because I normally do it on the table. If it's nice at weekend, I might be able to do some in the garden, because it won't matter as much. But I'm just on this one. It's not finished at the front, you can't really tell what's on it. And the inside, that'll have some nice, you know, when I finish them off, I'll show you properly in a better light where you can see. They'll be on Instagram, because they will be going up for sale. Like I said, I'm not doing custom orders anymore. I get too stressed doing it. It's just what you see, what goes up is what will be for sale. And I just thought maybe it's a good time to start making some, because some people might have run out of gift ideas for Christmas and stuff like that, so it'll be quite handy. And then this one, another design that I'm doing is this one, where it says, actually says Rose Garden on the front. And it is like, if you can't tell on it, it's like a pale green with butterflies on. Butterflies inside with roses, and roses on the back. So that will be that design of that cover. Then I've just got to finish the sides, and, you know, print them up with tags and different papers and keyring thing on the side. So when they're done, I will show you. But yes, I'm making some more journals. If anyone's interested, you can message me on here. I am going to be making some more. I haven't got them on today, actually. You know, the bracelets that I normally have on with like the Buddhas on, or the little shiny bits hanging off, little charm bracelets, stretchy ones. They're easy to put on. for people's wrist sizes. I had to get some more elastic the other day. I've still got beads and things left, so I am going to be putting some of them up, but I'm not going to be showing you till I've done them, because that's what I did wrong before. And then after that making them, I'll do a few, put them up. If anyone's interested in buying, then again, just let me know. But yeah, I'm getting some. I have a bit of a crafty spurt where I do a lot of things, then I get tired, and then I go off it a little bit, then I come back, a bit like I do on YouTube, on and off with stuff, but I do bring it back. But I did love doing these, and the finishing effect I absolutely loved, and enjoyed it when people enjoyed it. So it is something I love, so I will carry on doing them, but just at my own time and my own pace, you know, with doing nails and stuff like that. I've got to just do it when I've got the time, and I have got a little bit, so I've just got inspired again to make some more. Only because I would say I'm going to be doing some chat. I've come to you today for a little chat because I haven't seen you for a bit. Talked to you for a bit. Because my mum's been in. I just can't do much. I don't think I've lost weight this week. I think I've put it on. I'm annoyed, but it's not because I've not been exercising. I've done a few exercises, but I've got knocked off the other day because I was doing somebody's nails, and I was tired. I've been tired from here and trying to sort of thing out. But because mum's been here, it's just been hard. But we've been eating a bit more rubbish. I've been eating a bit more rubbish than I'd normally eat, because we're just trying to eat things like, it's like she just got us some steak bakes there, which I wouldn't normally have, the microwavable ones, but we haven't got a cooker, so we're just eating things that are easy, like sandwiches and wraps. And so it's been a lot of bread, which blows me up anyway, which I'm a bit annoyed about. But we're just trying to eat cheap, easy things at the minute. Why I haven't got, like, my fridge has come today, but it's got to sit for 24 hours, so I can't put anything in it. So the easiest thing to eat is junk food, which I wouldn't normally eat a lot of, but I just thought, oh well, it's only for another few days, at least a week, and then I can get back on form with me smoothies. And well, I can make me smoothies actually. It's just because everything's everywhere, you know, when you're looking for stuff and you like. So that went out the window a little bit, not loads, but I'm just thinking it's all right. Don't stress yourself about it. It's just because of the kitchen and stuff. But yeah, it took me back to my journals, because I found when I've left it a few days or even a week and I've forgotten to write in my journal, which I think I've said before, it can make me feel, I don't know, I just feel better when I'm writing in my journals, you know, in the evenings, in the mornings, whatever, or both, putting out there what it is that I want, or, you know, things that are happening. You know, like I've said, you write in form of it's already happened, not that you're getting it, it's already happened. I just feel more calm and stuff when I'm actually writing in my book about things, if that makes sense. It just, because you constantly should be doing it anyway. So if I've missed it, or something's happened where I've just missed it for a couple of days or a week, I feel myself getting a bit more agitated than I normally would, as if I'm not writing in them, I'm so tired, than I would if I am. I think it works more and keeps you more mindful, more, you know, looking out for things and stuff like that. So that's why I thought I need to make myself a book, and then while I'm at it, I've got time to make a couple more. I'll put them up for sale. And also, hang on a minute, I'm going to disappear again. Also, this weekend, I'm doing nails on a friend because we're going out on Saturday, and I've got like bits to be doing, and I want to really do quite a few videos a week. I just don't feel like I've spoken to you for ages because of what's been going on, and my mum don't like, it's just, you know, I just can't do anything when she's here. But the witchy ways thing I used to do, I'm going to be bringing some witchiness back again, or whatever you want to call it, spiritual law of attraction stuff, by going to the witchy ways. But I did find my moonstone ring, put it on Instagram thing, and I found my necklace, my little pendant, which I haven't got on today because I actually forgot to put on my rings on my jewellery, and that's not like me apart from my earrings. About the grimoire, shadows. I did try and start one off, and I've always wanted one. I've started off about 3. But I get in that thing of, you know, when you have a new book and you don't want to write it because you're scared of messing up, which I have done in this, but I'm not worrying now. I just think that's part of the process. You know, you're like, oh, I don't know what to put in it. Does it have to be in order? That's the problem that I've always had with it. And I'll watch people's and I'll get inspired, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to do it like that. I want to do it like, I want to put colour in it. I don't want to put colour in it. I want to do it in black and white. No, I want to do it like this. I get confused anyway. But to be in order, but then I thought, no, I watched someone the other day, and when I find out who it is, I'll have to let you know because it was really good. Not to be in order, just to go with the flow of what you're thinking about on the day or what you want to learn about on the day. And then if you leave your book free at the beginning, you can put a page of contents in anyway. So you're going to be able to find it because you'll write down what it is with the number. So I just thought, right, just start off whatever you're thinking about. So I thought, right, we'll start off. This isn't finished, by the way. We'll start off with the moon phases. So I've basically just done it in black pen. I need to get some new pens, really. I do like writing in black, you know, like ballpoint pens. I've got like the, what they're called, the little markers, but they tend to go through sometimes and bleed on this sort of paper. So it was just really information about, you know, the different moons, like the waxing crescent moon and the first quarter moon, and you know, how this one goes round that way, you know. So I thought I'll put that in. Needs finishing off a little bit, but basically it's just quite, you know, plain, that one. But I thought I'll start off with that, and then I found at this page I was going to do about, you know, when I've mentioned about crows and stuff, and I've been loving the crows, and two crows. Remember the big thing about the crow that time when the birds were in my garden and it was, oh, they were just going mad. I was talking to a friend on the front the other day, and two crows were together and they split off. One went that way and one went that way. And I was like, oh, it's the crows again. And magpies, I was watching some funny magpies the other day, you know, when they're normally in a two, jumping through a gate, and they were just funny. They were like penguins watching, I don't know, they were just funny. So when we were at his nana's, I saw these magpies, and all of a sudden we saw this little black feather. I don't know if you can see the shine on it, you know, and it has bits of greens and blue in it. And Finn picked it up, so I thought, well, I'm going to glue it in, but I've got staples in, but I probably will take it out because I saw someone who put feathers in. You know, if you see feathers, collect them, you can stitch them into your book, and they look so cool with just stitching around this bit, but I couldn't find I could find a bit of thread, but because everything's everywhere, I just thought I'll just staple it in for now. And if I want, I mean, it looks good with the staples, but if, you know, it gives it a bit of rusticness. But I probably will stitch it in. But I thought that's a really lovely idea because I saw a really white one today and I didn't pick it up. And I thought that'd look lovely stitched in on the page. But seeing as I'm going to do this about birds on this page, crows, and you know, the different sort of, you know, blackbirds and things, I'll put that on there. And I thought, no, we're going to start it now. We're not going to be in the likes, everything's got to be perfect, and you've got to start like from, if you're into the Wiccan read and this, that, because that's the other problem that I'm having. I will talk about this again, but about Wiccan, when I was saying I was Wiccan and then there's witchcraft, and I still am confused. And I'd probably say witchcraft now, maybe not in a religion as Wiccan, as that's what I'm having a problem with, because I don't tend to stick to things like by the book. So I'm still getting confused with that, but I'll talk about that another time. Because I want to come with you about crystal gridding again, and what's it called? The vision boards, and stuff like that. But I thought, no, I'm just going to go with the flow with whatever I feel on the day, what I want to know. Because you don't just have to have one grimoire book of shadows, you can have quite a couple, you know. Because this has got, it's not a thick book, so I probably will do, because it's all about learning and just writing the bits down that you want to put in, you know, that probably resonate with you more and stuff. You don't have to do the whole, right, from the beginning and put it all in order. And I thought, well, I'm a bit higgledy-piggledy, not an organised person anyway, so that is right for me. And when I started writing it out, I did mess up a bit here, and then I had to fill it in with a piece of paper and stick it down. I thought, oh, well, you can't really tell, but that's just me anyway. You know, so if it's part of me, it's part of me. So, yeah. There's something else I was going to say about books and energy and something or other, but I can't remember. I'll probably think about that when I come with you with the whole journaling thing again, because I'm going to be talking about gratitude in your journals again. And just for the sake of it, I just thought I'd read a card out before I go, because I've not done it for ages. I'd like to know, I know I said, like, I'm always changing my mind. I said, you know, about the witch ways and this, that, and the other. When I used to call it positive Wednesday, then I call it witch ways, but it being with you. Do you still want me to come back with all that? Not saying it'd be a positive Wednesday, but like a day when you know that I'm going to do something. And sorry, just watching go past the window. You know, where I had the if anyone's got any bad vibes, I can burn it off in the cauldron, or reading my card out for people and stuff. Did you enjoy that? You know, when it was sort of set, so you knew which day you'd be settling down watching that thing, even if I have it under a new name, like Spiritual Sunday or something. Spiritual Sunday might be a better day for me. Maybe. Do you think? You know, I changed my mind like the wind, but just let me know if any of you used to watch that and you used to enjoy when I used to do a Positive Wednesday / Witchy Ways. But I want it to be all under one roof, because to me, witchcraft, Wiccan, whatever, is a spiritual thing and is under the same thing as positivity, because it's about being a better person. So let me know, but I'll just do this quick because I need to go and eat my dirty junk food steak thing to put in the microwave because I'm hungry, and that's what we're rolling with today because, like I said, the kitchen's been done. So I'm shuffling. Let me see if I can do this shuffle that I've learned. Hang on. Right. Which way? That way. So, don't know if I can do it in midair, but I'll try. Hang on. Right. It probably won't work now because I'm doing it in front of you and in the air. Hang on. Oh, it sort of worked. Try again. Shuffle, shuffle. And then, I've not been practicing. Oh, you get it right. Oh. Better. So, the ghosts of past, the past returns for a time. What is that saying? Right. "42. Just read the message out quickly. Old friends, boyfriends, crushes, places and situations or reminders of them come up to remind you of either how far you've come, how far you've come, that there's still work to be done in areas you thought were long settled. We all have life themes and we all have challenges and patterns, but the trick is to move through them quickly and to learn from them permanently. These ghosts with masks are here to show you what or who needs adjustment in your life, a clearing." That's what I'm doing at weekend. "Where you make peace with people you feel you may have wronged is in order. None of us is perfect. All of us need to forgive and to be forgiven. This is the cause of indecision you are now facing, the ghosts of the past that are haunting you. It's Judgment Day, and you are more powerful than you know. The time for hiding who you are and pretending to be normal and just like everyone else is done." Don't know if that resonates with anyone. It does a little bit with me, but not the pretending to be normal, because I don't actually think I am normal. The only thing resonates with me about past boyfriends, something like that, is things that I'm seeing going on with certain people, that it could be Judgment Day for them, and them pretending they're normal or pretending to other people that things are fine when they're not. I can resonate with that with somebody else that I know, but not with me. Not with me. Because I'm not pretending to be anyone I'm not. I'm just... So I wouldn't be coming in here talking about witchy woo things. I'd be not letting you know that I'm into stuff like that, because I'd be bothered about what everyone thought and wouldn't think I was normal. But what is normal? Like I've said before, if it does good and it's not harming anyone, it's positive, done in a positive way, and it helps other people, then I like it. So I've gabbed on for ages, though I said it was a quick one. I don't think I forgot anything, but like I said, I'm going to come back to you tomorrow, probably tomorrow at some point, definitely on Sunday. I might have quite a few on Sunday about gratitude journaling, the grimoire stuff like that on the Witchy Woo Pa, crystal gridding. I don't know. I've just becoming with a few videos, chit chatty videos, because I just feel like I've not done too much. But you know why? It's not because I just got a bit tired or something. It's just because I've not been able to with what's going on. But now my mum's gone away for the weekend. It's easier because if I sat down and went, oh, I've got to do a video, she'd just be like, oh, why can't you come and sit? What are you doing that for? So I didn't want to. I just thought I'll wait till she's not here and it'll be a lot easier. And I've just seen a feather drop past the window. I have to go and pick it up and put it in my book. But anyway, so have a nice weekend and I'll be back soon. Bye.